Hi everyone, Adam with etrailer.com. Today we're going to be taking a look at the CURT Roof Mounted Cargo Basket. So this is going to be a great addition to your vehicle because it's going to get all of that cargo out of the inside of your cab and make more room for your passengers. I know a lot of times when I go on vacation, the more room inside my car, the better. It just keeps everybody a lot more comfortable on the long trips you may be taking. So this cargo basket is going to measure about 41.5 inches long by 37 inches wide, and it is going to sit up about 4 inches. So you'll be able to fit a decent amount of cargo in here, but if you want a little bit more room, we actually do sell an extension here at eTrailer, and it goes in the center here, and it's going to add about 21 inches to the overall length of your basket. All of it's going to be made of a steel design with a nice powder coated finish, so it's going to look good. It does look good with our black Tahoe here and with our CURT roof rack system. It is going to be able to hold up to 150 pounds, so you don't really have to worry about overloading it, but always check your owner's manual. Make sure that your roof can handle all that weight. So our fairing here is functional, does look good, but it does actually direct all that wind up and over your basket, so it's going to reduce drag and also reduce that wind noise that you might get down the road. One thing I noticed about this right away when I was putting it together, it's made of metal, so you're not going to get some plastic piece that'll go on the front that might crack over time. It's going to be made of metal, so it's going to last a decently long time. So the mounting hardware that comes with our basket is going to be able to fit bars up to 3 inches wide and also about 1 5/8 inches thick as well. And there are going to be 4 of them, and it's going to be the same exact installation process for each. So the mounting hardware is a 3-piece kit. You're going to have the bar on the bottom, plastic insert, and then the metal bracket on top. And then you have your knobs. One thing I did notice is there is a lot of threads on this bar. It did take quite a bit of turning, and there is a nylon lock nut on the inside, so it's not the easiest thing. You can't just sit there and spin it. You're going to have to torque all those down. So if you guys plan on taking this off and on your roof rack system quite often, I honestly would suggest grabbing a different cargo carrier just because it is kind of a task to get all of these completely threaded down and into place. So I'm going to go ahead and pick a cargo basket that's somewhat similar just so you guys can see your options. So let's just go ahead and take a look and see what we got. I know we have a bunch back here. A lot of different accessories too that we can put on there. Here he is. I guess I'll take the Max Haul cargo basket. It has like similar hardware as well, similar front fairing, and around the same size. So, as you can see, I'm just going to put it up on top of it. It's relatively the same size. We are going to lose a little bit of height here, but it's definitely going to be relatively the same size. We have a front fairing, so it is going to be a little bit more aerodynamic. And I'm actually going to grab the hardware just to show you how similar they are. I wasn't necessarily fond of CURT's mounting hardware, and basically this is like the same thing. The only difference is on the CURT you have smaller wheels, and there's actually a nylon lock nut on the inside of the CURT. This one, it's just a bolt and just a normal nut and a little bit bigger wheel. And as you can see here, it's going to be a lot easier because you can just sit there and just kind of hit it and spin it around there really quickly, so you don't really have to use all that power to torque all that down. And it does have removable caps too, and on here we actually have a little bit of stud actually sitting out. And I know I have relatively expensive cargo bags for my ski and snowboard stuff, and I wouldn't necessarily trust the CURT hardware to not poke a hole in my bags. So we do have a nice size of these round tubes that make up the structure of our cargo carrier here, and we are going to be able to fit even the smallest of hooks around it to ratchet strap all of our stuff down, but I'm actually not going to use a ratchet strap. CURT does have a cargo net, and that's what we're going to be using today. So if you're going on a longer trip or there's just rain in the forecast, CURT does make a waterproof bag, and that might be a better bet to keep everything secure and dry when you're going down the road. So this basket is pretty easy to install, so let's just go ahead and show you how. So fresh out of the box, we are going to have to assemble a little bit on this CURT Roof cargo carrier. It's not too difficult, and we have all the tools included and all the hardware. So you don't have to worry about going to the hardware store and picking that up. Once you get it all together, put your plastic pieces down, and you can put it up on your roof. So to get it to fit right, we can either move our plastic pieces on our actual cargo carrier here, or we can move our bars. I am using the CURT roof rack system, so it would be pretty easy. Just kind of undo this wheel a little bit, and then kind of just shimmy it over just so it's nice and centered. Once you get it nice and centered, we can take the rest of our hardware and actually completely secure it to our bars. So what we're going to want to do is take our round bar here with the threaded tips, go underneath and fit it into those grooves like so. Then we can take our metal bracket, slide it over top, and then take our knobs and then tighten them down. And it's going to be the same exact installation process for all four sides. So you can just repeat that. So there are a lot of threads on here still, so we will be able to actually fit these on even thicker bars, which is always a plus. Well everyone, that's going to do it for a look at the CURT roof mounted cargo basket.